In a world of swiping right and one-night stands, the real winners are those who know how to keep the spark alive. I'm not talking about your dating life, I'm talking about your brand's influencer partnerships. I'm Yash Chavan, the founder of SARAL, and while I'm not sure if I can fix your dating life in this short video, I can definitely help you master the art of long-term influencer partnerships. After working with over 250 brands, I've cracked the code on turning those influencer flings into long-lasting, loving relationships that will make your competitors jealous. Traditionally, back in the day, if you roll back, let's say 5, 6, 7 years ago, working with influencers meant paying thousands of dollars for influencers to post about you. While that approach might work in the short term, it does not help you build a marketing moat around your brand. You need a better relationship-first approach. You need to learn to keep those relationships going. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Let's dive in. But before we dive into the tactics, why should you even care about this? Why should you do this relationship-first approach instead of doing just one-off deals? The answer is very simple. It leads to increased trust. It leads to better content, and it gets you way more bang for your marketing bucks. So if you care about building trust with your consumers, if you believe in getting better content so you can reuse it across your channels, and if you believe in better ROAS, then please watch this video and apply the tactics that I'm about to share with you. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know why long-term influencer relationships are the secret sauce to the success of any influencer marketing program. Let's talk about how to actually make that happen. Step number 1, find the right partners. Not every influencer is meant to be a long-term partner, right? A lot of brands tend to focus too much trying to get everybody whom they send product to become a long-term ambassador. That's not going to work, right? You have to be picky. I've spoken about the concept of an ICP or an ideal creator profile before, so you can watch that video. But to summarize, look at some of the basic metrics like follower count, like average views, their engagement rate, and so on. Look at all of that. Look at their content quality. So before you decide to work with them, make sure that their content is aligned with your brand. They're philosophically aligned, that they're not posting about, let's say, for example, if you're a skincare brand, don't try to work with an influencer who posts about makeup all the time, because that's not necessarily congruent with organic minimal skincare. So ensure the content quality is aligned, they're philosophically aligned. When you email them, how quickly do they reply? Assess the ease of working together, analyze their audience, look at if they have any bot followers and so on, and you can do that with the SARAL Chrome extension or if you use the SARAL platform itself. And then once you send them the product, ensure that you're looking at metrics like how fast do they post, how often do they post, and so on, and then figure out whether or not you want to do a long-term partnership with them. So make sure your ICP is crystal clear, make sure you can work with them, and make sure that they will do enough work for your brand so that you can work out some sort of a long-term relationship with them. So finding the right partners and assessing how well you guys work together is extremely important. So you found your influencer soulmate. Great, but the work does not stop there, right? In fact, this is just the beginning. Once you have the right partner, then all of the work that you do starts making a real impact. So step number 2 is you make them feel special. You do everything in your power to treat them like a partner and not just promotional tools, because what every other brand is doing is treating them as an ad asset. They're treating them like, hey, we'll pay you to post, or we'll send you free product, you have to post about us, and if you don't get us sales, then bye-bye. Right? Do not treat them like that. Treat them like true partners whom you're in it for the long run. Go above and beyond in your packaging. Add a gift wrap to it, add a personal note to it, make sure you send some extra stuff, more than you promised, right? Add some swag to it, personalize their products. The brands that win do so much for their influencer partnerships, especially when they ship product through SARAL, because we can see what they're sending. Brands that win make their influencers feel very special from the first step, which is shipping and sending the free product. So if there's one brand that's sending a basic cardboard box and that's Amazon-like, versus another brand that's gift wrapping it, adding a personal note, maybe even personalizing the products a little bit, which brand is going to build a better relationship with that same creator, right? You get what you give. So ensure that you're going above and beyond from step 1, which is packaging. Within that, make expectations clear. Don't say no strings attached and then actually there are strings attached, like you want them to post about you. Make sure that the expectations are very, very clear when you reach out to influencers about what you want, what the growth in the program looks like. And finally, you've established a relationship. Make sure that you're listening to their feedback. Make sure that you're hopping on a quick call with them, doing some sort of Zoom group session, understanding where they're coming from, get their feedback on your product, get their feedback on your creator offer, ask them what else you can do to help them grow their brand. Which also leads me to point number 3, is that most brands forget that the influencers are not there to sell their product. They're there to grow their own audience. So the third point that you can do to help build your influencer relationships better is to support them in their growth. Think about it. If they grow, you grow. It's a win-win. But let's not forget that, right? Let's not forget that the influencer's life does not revolve around your product like yours does. They have their own content as their own creative business, and you're a partner within that. So how do you make sure that you support their growth? Provide resources. If you have some influencer that posts a certain type of content that gets a lot of likes or views or sales, make sure that you're promoting that within your influencer community. Provide that as a resource. Offer guidance. We've seen some brands, like one of our brands brands is Tabs Chocolate. They literally hired an influencer part-time to be part of their Slack community and coach other creators as part of the program on how to make viral content, how to make content that works for Tabs Chocolate, right? Make sure that you're doing similar things. Make sure that you're doing everything in your power to help the creator expand their reach. Do mentorship sessions, do live sessions, call them over for an event, help them collaborate with each other so they can grow with a shared audience, right? Make sure that you're doing everything possible as a brand and tapping into your reach and connections with other influencers, with maybe slightly even larger partners that you have maybe paid relationships with. Ensure that your other smaller influencers in your community are growing, and if you help them grow, if you help them achieve their objectives, they're never ever gonna leave you, and that is how you solidify a long-term relationship. Number 4, incentives. Reward the creators nicely. We all love customer loyalty programs. You go to Starbucks, you get some points, you get free coffee once in a while. It's great, right? So the reward doesn't even have to be monetary. Obviously, if you have an ambassador program or you're running some sort of an affiliate offer as part of your creator offer, make sure that that is actually helping creators make money. Most brands just make an offer and leave it at that, but ensure that your creators who are posting about you are actually making buck for themselves, right? Make sure that you have some monetary rewards built in, but this is all about going above and beyond. Give them experiences that money can't buy. One of our fitness brands actually ran a contest and they gave free annual gym subscriptions for the top 5 influencers, right? Every month. So they just gave this away. That is probably way better because they go to the gym every single day and they think about your brand and they're going to post about your brand. Make sure you're doing unique things. Call them over to exclusive events. Do live sessions with them. Do giveaways. Make some sort of a tiered affiliate program where there are some rewards for making higher and higher sales. Give them access to any new products that are coming before the world gets access to. Make a special discount for their audience. Go beyond just monetary rewards and make sure that you're making them feel special every step of the way. Listen, at the end of the day, keeping your influencer relationships going is about treating them like your valued partners and not just another marketing channel or ad asset. Do that and you will be leagues ahead of your competition when it comes to influencer partnerships. Remember, in the world of influencer marketing, commitment pays off. Influencers want to work with brands long term. Influencers want to feel valued. They want to grow. If you as a brand stand out by giving them all of this, you are going to win with influencers. It's not just about finding more and more influencers. It's also making sure that the ones that you find, the ones that work for you, you keep working with them for the long term. Now, if you need help managing all of these relationships, managing these processes, managing the personalized product that you'd send them, looking at who's a high performer and incentivizing them more and more, creating a tiered affiliate structure. If you need help with all of that, you do not need to sign up for 5 different tools. You can just go to getsaral.com, get a free trial, test it out for yourself, and I'm sure you're gonna like it. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts on how else you can keep relationships going, please leave them in the comments below. Like this video because it helps with the algorithm. Share this in any Slack channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.